what the path to coaching mastery really looks like. Witness Subash CV bring CC3 to life with a live coaching demo.
I want to acknowledge you for volunteering for this session. I know it would have come as a surprise. Uh, yeah.
It's a great opportunity.
How are you doing today?
Yeah, rushing around as usual, doing multitasking.
Sure. By the way, again, hearty congrats. We are meeting first time after SCC, I guess. I was waiting to give you a hug at Hyderabad. Anyway, hearty congrats for ACC. So, what is it that you want to discuss today? What prompted you to raise your hand? So, what do you want to discuss today, Satyajit?
Yeah, Subash, I think my issue is most of the time I try to do more, whether it is ICF exam or any task, I try to do more and more. So, although I believe into 80-20 principle, I have books on 80-20, still I'm unable to focus on those 20% of things which will drive 80% of the result. So, most of the times it happens that I'm focusing on 80% of the things, and the very important thing out of 20% I miss it out. And although I'm a perfectionist, still I miss it out, and then I realize that I should have focused on 20%. And then same thing gets me haunted. Like for example, one of the court case I made 3 years effort, and lastly I missed one important point of issuing notices to people. Now that is haunting me in the next week when there's a high court repetition of it. So I realized that I am putting a lot of effort, but I am not able to focus on those 20% which are critical.
So, there are multiple things happening. Yeah. ACC to court case and missing out something. If I heard right, there is still some amount of background disturbance. So, you ended up saying about the focus.
Yes,
Is
yes.
that what you
I
said?
am missing out that 20% thing. I should leave that 80%, which is not important. But I think I'm more working on those 80% of the things in any task. And then the critical 20% I'm missing it out. That is my feeling as of now.
So, how do you feel about missing out the 20%?
Then I feel guilty. And then I just go to the temples, I pray to the God that, okay, I missed it out. Just please help me out.
Hmm.
Very
If
important, right? I can't blame God.
hmm. So, in the short duration that you have today, and if you want to bring in that extra focus on 20%, what do you want to discuss today?
Yeah, how do I, for any task, how do I list down, uh, those 100 activities I'm supposed to do, and then work on finding out, what is that critical thing which is more important, and other things I should let go because of the time constraints and the other areas.
So, you said letting go what is not important.
Yeah, so I should be able to identify what is that critical 20%. Just do that and leave that 80%, rather than in a hunger of doing more, 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 and losing out that 20%.
So, you want to make a flip from 80% doing to 20% doing and let go
Yes,
that 80%.
yes, yes, yes,
Mhm.
yes.
You're,
Then I
you're,
can have a balance. Yeah.
Mhm. You're very vigorously nodding your head with that smile. What's coming up for you as you say that yes with a smile?
because this is because then I can manage more number of areas.
Sure, sure. So to get that focus on 20% and avoid 80%, what is it that you want to accomplish in this session today?
Uh, Identify what is critical.
So,
Rather than
Mhm.
doing ये भी करना है, this has to be tried, this has to be tried. Okay, take somebody's help. So many things you want to try it out. No, I mean, what is critical? I should sit down and find. Okay, this is the critical. Just work on that. Leave the other thoughts which are coming, other tasks which are coming. But that is what I mean. That should be my habit.
So identify those critical 20% is what you want to accomplish from this session.
Correct.
Yeah. So
Correct.
you will identify this maybe after this call or today, tomorrow, and every day. What would help you to identify those real-time situations in this call?
Uh, in this call, how do I stop? What should be the solution for stopping that overthinking and creating multiple tasks?
So you bring a new element of overthinking.
I mean, probably I feel that for one particular task to achieve, I'm creating more activities because of overthinking.
Sure. So identifying those factors would be, and you also reduce the avoiding overthinking is what would be a good goal for this session.
Yes.
What would be a good success measure to walk away with those identifiable factors?
Success measure is any task comes in front of me, I should have one habit to break that, the task into workout activity plan and not to go for overthinking. Second one.
So your ability to choose that, whether it is 80 or
Yes,
20 in the moment, is what you
yes,
want, would be a good success
yes,
measure.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
So, Satyajit, you are an HR leader, very accomplished professional. All the area you do at the family level also you have shared some of the challenges that you have faced recent past, and you have got your coaching certification and completed that IIM program.
Yes.
So, in the backdrop of all this that you have accomplished, what makes this identifying 20%, focusing on it, avoiding 80% important for you in your life?
Yeah, to do this, I've stretched a lot. I mean, I've slept less, I've done more number of activities. I've lost bit of work-life balance or maybe family life balance. I think I've stretched quite high.
So your stretch quite high and family
Yeah.
work-life balance. What else makes it important for you in this session?
So if I can control this, I can start focusing on building a coaching business better way.
Hmm.
By balancing the other areas,
Hmm.
non-directive family issues, but I can still manage my time better with this better
Sure.
habit in this station.
So, as you're talking, you're also being reflective. You are a reflective person, both as a coach and as a client. What do you think you need to address so that you can walk away with that ability to choose 80 or 20 in this session?
I want to choose 20, but I don't know why then uh, there is a bit of probably an insecurity within, which I don't know exactly what exactly that insecurity is. But insecurity to insecurity of fear or failure. I don't know exactly what, but there is some deep in it. That's why I shift from 20% to 80%, or even if sometime I know critical thing, but I still run away from that and try to come to critical thing after doing 80%. Yeah, I think
So there's a bit of a fear, and you're also aware that sometimes you run away to the 80 and then come back to the
yes,
20.
yes.
What else you need to resolve within you to walk away with this ability?
Just to share with you, when there's a timeline, I come to criticality very fast. So one an example is ICF, when I was postponing to do more and more tests and more things and more material, more books, and then finally when I had to take a decision, the whole all centers were booked, and I had only 2 days. And when there were only 2 days, then there was a timeline, and I had to finish that exam. So whenever there's a timeline coming, that moment, I think critical activities I do.
So what would enable Satyajit to move this external pressure to internal motivation in choosing 20 or 80?
Yeah, big question. Big question. I think probably I've been more driven externally, uh, being into born and brought up in joint family. And my internal, I've kept it on always as a last backup. But I don't know how do I remove that. Maybe 2 days, and probably after, sometimes I feel that after the more 2 days, probably then I'll be an independent to take a decision. But should I wait for that time? You know, there's another fear. So as you rightly said, still external, not internal. I don't put internally time. You're right.
And when you reflect on that, there is a dip in your energy level. What is happening within you?
I think when I was talking, it was like touching my inner chest and there's some vacuum which is getting closer to the chest. Yeah, I should do that, but I'm not taking that risk of taking internal time rather than external. I don't know. That is a deeper area to go explore maybe sometime.
Sure. I'll pause here, Bhavani. Thank you, Satyajit. That was just a quick demo of competency number 3, everyone. We'll continue the conversation in Hyderabad, Satyajit.
Yes,
We'll
yes,
catch
yes,
up
I'll do.
specifically one to one. And
Thank
thank
you.
you for being so open.